G'day, here we are, another vlog, another EV vlog from the EV flog in an EV flogging. So yes, I'm in the Imiev as you can see, because you're out there on the windscreen. Keeping the camera cool because it's a bit hot out there in the sun, funnily enough. Yes, I try to keep my vlogs Australian related because, you know, we're in Australia, SydneyEV. And unfortunately, not much happens in the EV space in Australia alone, which makes finding content for every week a bit difficult. Not only that, life gets in the way. I'm studying full time as well, so I'm sorry if I'm falling a bit behind. I didn't have much for this episode, except most recently, as you've all probably seen or heard rumours of, the Model Y pricing was leaked. I don't know if it was leaked or was hacked or who knows. But anyway, pricing has sort of been leaked. There's only two models apparently. I think one's just the rear-wheel drive only. It's like the equivalent of SR Plus and Model 3, I guess you could call it. And the long-range performance. Two prices, if they're to be believed, are extremely cheap, which is really, really good. Oh, hang on, before I do this Imiev has the best turning circle ever. Maybe not that good. COVID testing site back there, been there a few times now. It's annoying when your staff keep ringing up every week going, I've got COVID, I can't be in. Anyway, yes, as I was saying, two prices. 67-ish thousand, I think, for the rear-wheel drive long range, I think it is. I can't remember. I think it's just rear-wheel drive only, which is kind of weird because you can't get a rear-wheel drive version in Europe or in America. It's rattling, it's annoying. So maybe that might be a unicorn, but 67,000 is a bargain for a Model Y, even if it's just rear-wheel drive. The performance model, around about 90 to 100,000 mark. I think someone suggested 91,000 or 90,999, whatever, at that price. To me, that seems a bit cheap. What I reckon those are wholesale prices, meaning less state taxes, less GST, less import duty maybe if they're eligible for that. So I'd expect the drive away price for the rear-wheel drive only Model Y to be around about the probably 70 to 75,000 mark, which unfortunately means luxury car tax bracket, which is a bugger. Remember in Australia we put taxes on taxes, so have the price, they whack on the GST, then they figure out the luxury car tax on top of the GST and all that sort of stuff. It's bullshit. But only Australia pay tax on tax. It's the Australian way. So yes, I'm predicting the Model Y short range, it's a short range, I mean rear-wheel drive long range, I don't know, I can't remember, I don't have the notes with me. That's how professional I am, I don't even have my notes with me now. My God, there's potholes everywhere. Not surprising with all these rains, I mean, not surprising with all this rain, I mean all the grass was mown. Not surprising with all this rain, I mean the grass was mown like 3 hours ago and it's already knee high again. Oh, kangaroo's high. But yeah, so I reckon probably around about 80,000 mark drive away for the rear-wheel drive and around about maybe 110 drive away for the performance Model Y. Sort of puts it in the Model 3 sort of price range as well. But even so, 110,000 for a car that's 0 to 100 and just in the 3-second bracket is really good. You put 5 people in it, go camping with it, plenty of storage space, awesome. So yes, hopefully that Model Y operator thing will open up very soon. And you can order one. Shame there's no referral codes anymore, but that sort of sucks. Referral codes are cool. We're still burning for our credits, even though they do expire in October, so we've got to get to road tripping. So yes, other goings on in Australia, other than the Model Y thing. What have we? Yes, BYD showed their EV wagon, which was 5-door, I think it's a 5-seat. I don't know what it's a wagon, 5 seats, but anyway, it's still a wagon. And it was cheap, it was like $45,000 with 500 kilometres of range. Chris Vanderstock had a really good review on his video. Now that would sell really well in Australia, because I know a lot of people with families, especially with fuel bills these days, even though the fuel road excise has been cut in half, which means only EV drivers are still paying full price paid for the roads. But I digest. Yes, only bought 12 of them into the country. Why 12? Why 12? That's it. And I know one of them is for sale because Tesla Tom had a video of it and it priced for like up to $70,000. Now, I'm not a fan of people flipping cars. It's not illegal, I mean, but 12 cars, BYD, you had an opportunity, you probably could have sold thousands of them. $45,000, compared to the MG ZSEV, I think, but it was a wagon. Wagon with 500 kilometres of range. Sure, not very powerful, but that's why they are with those cars. That's how they get the range. Very little power. Like this Imiev right here, your camera's sitting on. It's only got 43 kilowatts, but that's limited by law. But anyway, Model 3 was also the best-selling car in Australia last month, I think it was. It was only a month, because remember they come in the ships, big surges. 4,400 cars sold. Beat the Corolla, I do believe. Best-selling car in Australia for that 1 month. But yeah, it doesn't go on a quarterly. Over the quarter, obviously not, but next quarter probably not. Next ship arrive, might get the best-selling car for a month again. So that's always good news. Speaking of charging, there's been a lot of talk on social media about tritium chargers and being unreliable. Personally, I have not actually come across, I just lost my thong, I've not come across a broken tritium charger. I have found quite a few where people have hit the emergency stop button at the bottom in the middle of it, the big red button at the top there, and it says e-stop on the screen. So to fix that, you basically just twist the knob and it pops out and locks. Give the charger approximately, I don't know, 15 to 30 seconds to reboot, and you're good to go again. I found that's probably been the only failure mode of chargers I've seen when I've approached them that have been working. But as many have said, there's quite a few broken tritium chargers around. I don't know what's causing that. I don't know if it's because they've given up on Australia. A lot of people have been saying that they're, because they moved to the US now, they're moving the manufacturing to the US. They basically don't care about Australia's minuscule EV market. I wonder what that is, Mr. Scotty Morrison. But, or supply parts chain issues, which seem to be still plaguing the world after what, 2-3 years now. I don't know, is it still chip shortages and all this sort of stuff? I don't know. Let me fix my phone. It still seems to be going on quite a lot. But yeah. Oh, and also on the tritium stuff, NRMA network, which is fantastic. It's around regional New South Wales at the moment. It's brilliant. I've used it a lot, especially out west. Unfortunately, most of them just have a single charger, like places like Dubbo, Gunnedah, and that sort of spot. There's only one. So if you get there and it's broken, you're sort of screwed. Or if it's in use, well, you just got to wait. It's no drama. But yeah, doesn't help. But also on the NRMA charger network, I've decided to pick my camera up because there's too many ants crawling all over it now. Yes, also on the tritium, on the NRMA charging network, won't be free for much longer, I don't think. Because there was a survey put out by NRMA, basically saying, how much would you be willing to pay to use the chargers if you're A, a member, or B, a sort of a partial member, I guess you'd call it, different pay rates. Like if you're a full member, do you want full free service, or would you only pay a set amount a year and get 50% discount, that sort of thing. So I'm assuming NRMA in the works, will be making their chargers pay to use, which makes sense. I mean, giving away free electricity, albeit, if Australia actually took advantage of massive solar resources, we could have the cheapest electricity in the world, which means cheap travel, cheap manufacturing, but government problems. And speaking on the news department, fake news hits Australia, as it always does. I mean, it's an election cycle now, it's been called today, so we're going to have the next at least 2 weeks worth of nothing, just try to bullshit force down our throats, because political advertising doesn't have to comply with any truth in advertising laws. Funny that. But yes, apparently there was a house fire somewhere in Sydney. I'm not sure exactly where, I can't remember. But headlines, Tesla car causes a house fire. Tesla charging equipment sets fire to a house. House destroyed due to Tesla charging. Of course it's always a Tesla. Clickbait, I guess it doesn't it. But anyway, Mr. TechAU on Twitter asked or posted a reply from the New South Wales Fire and Rescue Department, which stated categorically that an electric vehicle was not involved in those fires. There was no electric vehicle and there was no EV charging infrastructure in the house at all. So yeah, straight up fake news, using Tesla to sell clicks. So unfortunately, it seems like Tesla has become the new, well, it's clickbait. Essentially is that any bad news, put Tesla in the title, you're going to sell papers. It sort of sucks. And unfortunately, it does damage the reputation of EVs and makes people think twice about buying EVs when we're fighting wars and funding autocrats and dictators and shit by buying expensive oil. There's options out there, people, and also, like I've said many times before, many people know this EV's 12 years old, they're going strong. And I guess for today's etiquette charging tip, I know we have the Western Sydney University here, which I'm in the grounds of right now, have generously placed a DC fast charger just over the other side of the Western campus. It's free to use. Fantastic. That's great. But I've been there a few times now and it's constantly in use. Now, it's been in use by all sorts of people. I've seen people with MGs, a Volvo XC40, plenty of Tesla drivers up there too. Not surprising, it's free. I mean, come on, people drive and queue for hours for free fuel. I'm not arguing about that. But when I get there and the car has been charging and it's sitting there at 95% and still charging, it's like, come on, guys. And there's like 2 cars waiting I don't know why the chargers put the button in that says 80% or max. I should just stop, cap at 80%, that's it, be done. As we know, and it's just good etiquette to stop charging 80% and move on. Guess that's it for this week's EV flog in a vlog. Oh yeah, one more thing. As you probably know, I have bought a Bluetti battery, 2 kilowatt battery, for use on camping trips, use out of the airport where we don't have power to wash aircraft and pump up tyres and run equipment out there. No problem. I thought I'd try it today to recharge this. It did work. Yes, I used a Bluetti charger to work. Yeah, and yes, it did work. I used a Bluetti charger to charge this. Problem was, plugging in the default plug into the charger and into the car drew 10 amps. Now 10 amps at 240 volts is 2.4 kilowatts. The Bluetti outputs a maximum 2.5 kilowatts peak, 2 kilowatts continuous. So it ran the Bluetti battery down 2%, charged this for about 5 seconds before the overload on the Bluetti battery tripped, unfortunately. It kept drawing more than 2 kilowatts continuous. So can you charge an EV with external battery? Some cases yes, some cases no. The Imiev being a very basic EV, and I'll show you in a sec, hang on. This is the original charge cable that comes with the car. 15 amp plug at that end, your J7072 this end, and nothing else. There's no controller box, there's nothing. It's quite literally a cord. That's it. So charging this car off the Bluetti with that cable, not a problem. It just exceeded the maximum power draw of the battery. Fair enough. The Tesla, on the other hand, the second you plug that mobile connector into the Bluetti battery, it tripped. It didn't trip circuit break, just come up an error, a red light. The car itself come back as a red light, and the mobile connector charger thing with the Tesla lights on it, it came back red as well. Apparently this problem is common to people charging EVs off generators too, or newer modern EVs, I guess you could call them. They need an earth. So I don't know how to fix that problem. Some people have suggested on the internet just get a 240 volt power plug it into the other outlet of course to the battery, and literally get the earth wire and stick it in a metal stake and stick it in the dirt. It sounds dodgy to me. I'm sure it probably works. I'm not going to try it because I've paid a lot of money for my car and a lot of money for that battery too. If anyone knows how to make those Bluetti batteries work charging a Tesla, let me know. Make an episode about it if I can get it to work. Safely. Safely. Remember, that's it, the safe thing. I don't want to blow anything up on myself. So, I guess that's it for this week's vlogging and EV vlogging vlog. Again, if you got this far, thank you for watching. Much appreciated. And take care of yourselves, and fingers crossed that Model Y order page opens up in Australia really soon. Oh yeah, some awesome pictures coming out of Giga Texas 2 this week. That was cool. I want my Cybertruck. Thank you. Take care. Bye. Oh fuck, I forgot. Like, comment, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Algorithm shit. Bye.